Hello, Morongo Basin and listeners around the world online at Z107.7 FM.com. This is your Z107.7 Local News for Sunday, August 25th, 2024. No matter what you found yourself doing this weekend, you probably heard people talking about the weather. Californians north of us may roll their eyes when they hear this, but Saturday morning and evening was downright chilly, dropping into the low 70s with a wind that kept things brisk. The slight dip in temps this weekend is in stark contrast to last year. That's when Hurricane Hilary made landfall on August 20th as a tropical storm. It moved up the Baja California Peninsula into Mexico, causing millions of dollars of damage before consuming Southern California, with some areas of San Bernardino County receiving 6 times their annual rainfall for the entire month. Compare that to some areas of the Morongo Basin this year, which still sits at 0% for rainfall in the last 30 days. The high desert had flooding, washed out streets, and closures. There were reported damage to many homes and buildings, such as the MVCSD admin offices. The Big Morongo Canyon Preserve is still recovering from damage from the storm and just received funding from the county for the rest of the cleanup. Joshua Tree National Park received about 2 inches of rainfall in a short amount of time, which washed out roads, trails, and campgrounds, but most facilities were reopened by the end of August. Death Valley National Park received some of the most measured rainfall of all time during the hurricane, with a staggering 2.2 inches in one of the hottest places on Earth, the appropriately named Furnace Creek. Along with all that rain, it received road damage and washouts that are still being worked on today. As we're all out there enjoying a mild Sunday without a hurricane looming over us, it's a good reminder that seasonal fluctuations are probably here to stay, and it's good to be prepared for any unexpected weather. Be it a hurricane or just an exceptionally nice weekend here in the beautiful and unique Mojave Desert. You can see this story at our website for some pictures from last year's storm, as well as further reading on the continued cleanup on our public lands. That's all at Z107.7 FM.com. The Mill Tree Community Garden is still growing strong, and tonight they'll be continuing their beautification of the garden site at the Joshua Tree Retreat Center. Starting at 6 p.m. to beat the heat, the all-volunteer community project will be working on the raised bed enclosure construction, compost pile enclosure, and flower and herb garden plantings. That's tonight at 6 p.m. and Wednesdays at 8 a.m. at the Joshua Tree Retreat Center. If this is your first time visiting the Mill Tree Community Garden, you can email them at info@mill-tree.org for directions to the garden site. You can also see this story at our website for that email address and a link to Hilary Sloan's excellent article on the garden project. Mill Tree has also extended their call for artists until August 31st for their art show titled From There to Here, Military and Veteran Expressions. The show will be running from October 1st to the end of the year at the 29 Palms Visitor Center, and you can find more information on how to submit artwork at this story on our website, Z107.7FM.com. That's your local news for Sunday. You can hear local news 7 times a day, 7 days a week at 7, 8, 9, noon, 4, 5, and 6. More Morongo Basin residents get their local news from Z107.7 than any other source. Reporting out of Joshua Tree, California, alongside the award-winning Z107.7 News team, I'm Robert Hayden.